folks. Pretty interesting bluffage. Interesting lines and shapes and sizes all the way through. More to come. Well, howdy folks. Shawn here from hikingwithshawn.com. Today we are at the Golden Circle Trailhead around Garden of the Gods wilderness. We're not in the wilderness right now, but we will be going into the wilderness to a section that I don't think I've ever been to. And maybe we have been to it and I just can't remember it. But if we've never been to it, it should be pretty. It should maybe have some bluffs, maybe a creek. Well, a creek for sure, but we'll see about the bluffs or if it's hills. But that's what we're going to do today, and you get to come with us. So bluffs and no hills. So stay tuned. Michelle found a grasshopper. It's just hanging out. It's like, hey, your hand's kind of warm. The last time we were through here, you couldn't see this much bluffage because it was so green and growed up. So this time of the year is really pretty. And those bluffs are really cool to walk beside, to hike by. We've done it a few times. There's a whole lot of banding and all sorts of cool little shelters and formations, and it's pretty neat. Pretty bluffs. Bluffage. Pretty bluffage. We are on trail 10. 01010. Cool banding here. Banded boulder. Very cool. Very pretty. This is a good time of the year because you could see everything. Me and Michelle both love heat. We'd rather it be warm, but it's kind of not, I mean, it's not too bad today. It's 60 degrees probably. But you can just see everything. You're not worrying about seed ticks. Spider webs are minimal. Every now and then you get one. And the good news is, when we go into the wilderness, legally, horses aren't supposed to be there for a couple of months. From December 1st to like March or May or one of them. And the horses are supposed to be out of this wilderness, Les Creek, and for some reason Bay Creek wilderness. Even though I've never seen a horse in there to begin with. But on days like this where the sun's out and it's a little warm, you always got to be mindful of rattlesnakes, because they will come out of hibernation to soak up the sun. So it's something to always keep in mind when you're getting in areas where they occur, like this one.
Be nice to see a Christmas rattlesnake.
Yeah, and chances are they're going to be around the bluffs, so you know they're not going to be out here on the trail, you know, where there's no bluffs. They're just gonna come out of their hole that they're hibernating in just for a bit, just to soak up some sun. They never really hibernate. I think they call it brumating, where they just kind of take a nap. And you know, they'll get woken up here and there, but they're not really eating during that period. They're laying with other snakes that would normally eat them, or they'd eat them. They're just kind of hanging out till it gets warm again, which is what I used to do. Here's the road. Kind of a cool shot. We'll cross the road and get into the wilderness area. Go down a little ways to a creek and take a right. Either explore a place we've already explored, which is possible, or explore a new place in Garden of the Gods, which sounds pretty cool. Very possible. Here's the wilderness. No vehicles beyond this point. All right, folks. Got a well right here. It's kind of covered up. And in an old home site area, it looked like a home site. Kind of a square on my little map nearby, so map slightly off. But let me check, we may actually be right on it. It's a little off, but that's all right. I'll save it in my Gaia. This is what I do. I put protected well. If it's unprotected, I put unprotected. But this is a protected well.
Unprotected can still make babies.
Yeah. And I always choose the skull and crossbone symbol just because it's a well and I want to be able to get to it quick, just in case someone goes missing in an area. Then I save it. And usually unprotected well sites also mean home sites. I mean, that's what they are. It's an old home site.
Foundation.
Yeah, Michelle found the foundation. She found the well and the foundation, yep.
Yeah, you can, they're part of them are buried, but it goes here.
Yeah.
And then I think that was part of it.
Yeah.
But then you can see it goes along that tree too, that way.
Yep. And it was cold yesterday, and today I'm in t-shirts and shorts, so. Alrighty, folks. We are currently off trail, looking for bluffage. Found some, but also looking for rattlesnakeage. Haven't found one yet. But that's pretty cool. Nice little area of rocks and bluffage. Really cool area. Lots of bluffage. All right, folks, cool little shelter. It's pretty wild through here. And there's even more bluffage across the way. We should have a nice, enjoyable, looks like maybe a fire pit right here. Someone stacked up rocks. Put a fire pit on top of the rock. That's kind of interesting. Pile of wood there. Nice little campsite. If you want to camp like just on a little pad or something, I wouldn't want to put a tent here. Unless it was like right now, I guess, with all the leaves. Could be some cushioning. Plenty of rocks under them though too. Pretty neat area. Pretty creek. Kind of steep up there with the bluffage. So we're gonna walk the creek a bit till we get to this area up here and see if it's worth climbing up to check it out. Alright folks, more cool bluffage. Banding on the rocks.
Aww.
Little bird's nest. Be some ideal spots for snakes to be peeking out. Haven't seen any yet. If they're out, they've probably seen us. Alright folks, we're hiking up this steep hill.
Which I said I wasn't doing.
Which she said she wouldn't do. To this knob. It's very interesting. I am calling it Knob of the Gods.
Which?
Sounds goofy, but cool at the same time. I mean, it's not the name, but what's that fire tower in Missouri? Knob Lick.
Knob Lick. It's not Knob Lick.
Yeah, it's not Knob Lick, but it's really interesting. All right, folks, we're on top of Knob of the Gods. Man, it's pretty. It's a pretty view. Probably look wonderful in the fall. Fall colors. Kind of hard to get up. I'm good. I'm good.
I found Kyle in the tree.
Yep. There's down below. You can see the whole outline of the hills, Shawnee Hills. It's windy, so sorry about the wind noise. More Knob of the Gods here. Pretty interesting spot, that is for sure. It's kind of cold up there at the top in shorts and a t-shirt, but once we start getting to this ravine, well, it's not too bad. You probably won't see all the jerking movements because this camera has a pretty nice built-in stabilization feature, but there's been a lot of me sliding on sticks and rocks and going in holes and almost falling. It's what kind of happens in these types of areas. A bee? Yep. Had one earlier fly past me. Little Eagle Creek is the name of this creek. It's a very pretty area, for sure. Nice mix of hardwood and pine. Very pretty. Beautiful sight. Very beautiful. Pretty much the end of our hike, at least the end of going this far. We're pretty much buttoned up against private. There's really nothing that way, it looks like. Definitely a pretty creek though. Check out that. Tree roots across the creek, making little waterfalls. Well saturated tree. Probably be there forever. Really pretty scene right through here, folks. Very rocky. Bluffage cascades. You can see the shape of the countryside through here. The hills and everything. Cool bluffage. If you could see it, it's a monkey wearing a Shriner's hat and some sort of critter trying to eat it.
You can't see it, just trust it.
Yeah. And there's some cool banding. Wow, that's wild looking. It could be little windows up through there.
I like the 2 holes.
Yeah. That's weird. Get a lay of the land here. This tree has seen better days. Wow. Releasing the spores. It's all right though. It's all right, folks, because they'll just grow more. And these puffballs are food at a certain point. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That one puked all over me. That one had a rough night. Back on the trail. So far, 4.3 miles.
Back on the trail again. Just can't wait to get on the trail. Sorry.
It's all right.
Sorry, Willie.
That's the hiking version. Now we're heading back. Gotta go up.
Hush, I'm gonna throw rocks. That's all we've been doing is going up.
She's threatening to throw rocks at me. That's
I can. We're married.
true.
I have the papers that say I can.
I could throw them back.
I'll never let you go down.
All right, folks. We are crossing the threshold, getting out of the wilderness area. We're gonna walk this peaceful, pretty road instead of getting on the trail because it's 4:11. It's getting darker. It's lighter on the road, and
I don't want to.
we don't want to do the hills.
I don't want to do the hills. He would do the hills. I do not.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Roadside bluffage. All right, folks, coming up to the Golden Circle Trailhead. We've went about a little over 5.5 miles. It's been a pretty good hike. We're both kind of wore out. Michelle mainly for having to walk in someone else's shoes. And me because I went on a 40-mile bike ride Friday. Haven't really stopped. So, National Forest Trailhead here for Golden Circle. What kind of makes me laugh is it says parking in that trailer, but that trailer to me looks like an old camper.
It's supposed to be a horse trailer.
Yeah. So maybe they didn't have a horse trailer shape, but I do like these signs. I do applaud the Forest Service for putting those in. They're very nice. So I'm gonna stop it here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, Michelle, see you on the road as she walks away in the sunset.